Charlie, come here, sit. Sit. Look. Come here. Come here. Why are you guys acting all crazy? Let's see your tail and let's show everybody the evidence of the paint that you got on your tail. How did that get there, Charles? Did somebody go in the hallway when they weren't supposed to when Dad was painting and got paint all over their tail? Brav, you still have paint remnants on your tail from when Charlie hit you with his painted tail, and now you still have got paint left on your tail too. Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, it's midnight right now. I'm going to take a shower and go to bed, which is, I guess, a little bit earlier. I literally, guys, had wrapped everything up at 11:30 and was like, okay, this is perfect. I'll take a shower. I'll be out of the shower by like midnight, and then I'll be in bed by like midnight or so, and then hopefully I will be going to bed early tonight. And, yeah, unfortunately, I had then a whole bunch of other stuff that I needed to try and finish up. And after that, my mom came in here, and she was in here for like a half an hour playing with the puppies. And then she's like, oh, let's get them cookies. So we went and got them cookies, which they know that word too well, guys. They're both staring at me right now. But yeah, I showed you guys Charlie's tail. So it wasn't yesterday, I don't think. It wasn't today. I think it was like 2 days ago, like maybe on Saturday. My dad was painting the hallway. I told you guys how we're repainting the trim in the hallway. And the dogs, Matthew actually wanted to take Bliss for a walk. So I was like, okay, that's fine. We can take her, you can go and take her for a walk. But he asked me to get her like gentle leader and put it on her, because apparently I'm the only person that actually knows how to put it on the dogs. Well, Bliss is the only one we use it for. We don't use it for the puppies. We have harnesses for them. But so I went to go and get it, and the dogs ran out of my room, the Bravo and Charlie, and they were freaking out because they wanted to go with too, and were like freaking out because Bliss obviously was not in the living room, or wasn't in the house with them. And so, and they knew that she was going outside for a walk, and they weren't going with her. So Charlie came running around the corner, and ended up smacking the wall with his tail. And then ended up, when he was coming back in my room, and when he did that, I went Charlie and freaked out, and he actually ran past Bravo, and their tails smacked together, so Bravo wound up with paint on his tail too from Charlie. So Charlie ended up painting Bravo's tail. So yeah, guys, it's kind of come off somewhat now from what it was, but there's still a little bit left on there. From the, like I said, I think it was like on Saturday or something like that. So my dad had to repaint that spot also. It was actually like while he was painting that it ended up happening. So yeah, it was a interesting weekend. And then we're freaking out too, because I was like, oh my gosh, they have paint on him, and I didn't want him running around anywhere. But normally the most controlled space that we have for the dogs, where like they can't really get into anything or, you know, on anything, is normally in the hallway, which is where we were painting. So if they came in my room, they wind up getting paint all over it, like in my mom's office or in the bathroom or like the bedrooms or whatever. So I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I going to try to get the paint off this dog's tail? So I quick ran him outside and then tried to wipe it off. Which worked out well because they wanted to go out with Bliss anyway, but even though Matthew went through the front door, they went out the back. So, yeah, then I ended up like getting it off both of their tails. So, that was, like I said, kind of a hot mess, though, on Saturday. But, guys, I didn't wake up early today, and so I was like, I need to go to bed. I think I'm going to take my melatonin, and I think I'm going to try maybe for, like, 2 or 3 days to take it, because I don't want to take it, like, consistently like I was before, with, like, I'll take it for, like, a few weeks or whatever to try and help myself sleep, because it's just, I need the like, few days, like, push to try and get back into a routine. And once I'm in a routine, as long as I stick to it, I'm good. But if not, then I need to force myself, like today, like go to bed at midnight, because like I went to sleep at like probably 3 o'clock or so yesterday. So again, I wanted to be in bed by midnight tonight, and it's already right after midnight right now. So by the time I'm done like taking a shower and everything like that, it'll probably be closer to like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock. So yeah, it's not what I wanted to do for tonight, but it might at least help me kind of get back on track. And also too, hopefully if I can fall asleep like right away, and hopefully the melatonin will actually like keep me asleep. The thing was, guys, I was up at 9 o'clock this morning morning and I fell back asleep. Then my mom woke me up at 11. I fell back asleep again, and I was like, no, I can't do this where I'm staying up until like, or waking up like afternoon. It's ridiculous. And so I decided like tonight what I was hoping was I'd have one really good day where I'd like, you know, even if I went to bed really late, I'd wake up at like 9 o'clock or something like that. The problem is that sometimes I do, but I wind up falling back asleep, like if I am awake like I was today. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stop trying to do that because it's obviously not working, and just be like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed at like 10 o'clock or whatever, or try and get in the shower by like 11, you know, maybe work my way backwards from today and then try and go to bed early. I'm really hoping that I don't wind up like going to bed tonight like at like midnight, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and still wind up waking up at like 11 o'clock or, you know, later tomorrow, because then that would stink, because I lost hours today and then we'll wind up sleeping for a longer period of time. And then also, you know, just because my routine or like my habit is to wake up at such and such time. I'm like one of those people where I'll get in the habit of waking up at whatever time. Like I've started to consistently get up at, like, if I keep getting up at 8 o'clock, I will keep getting up at 8 o'clock as long as I'm getting enough sleep. But even if I'm getting enough sleep or too much sleep, if I'm waking up at 11 o'clock or later, that's when I keep continuing to wake up, instead of like, okay, I know that I'll be like, regardless of what time I go to bed. Whereas like if I'm going to bed earlier tonight, then hopefully it's so that I can get up early tomorrow, but it'll stink again if I wind up like losing hours to sleep when I shouldn't be sleeping that long, but it's just because that's what my routine of doing it is. So I did get dishes done today, not much of anything else, because again, I did wind up waking up kind of late today. But I think I was telling you guys too, I was like, that needs to be like my #1 priority, and then hopefully from there everything else kind of starts to fall in, because I just, like today, I feel like other than the dishes, I got nothing done for today. And I told you guys too, I was like, I feel like there's something I was supposed to do like either today or tomorrow, like earlier in the week. There was someplace I thought I was supposed to go. Maybe it's next weekend, because then I know Thursday I have somewhere I have to go. Friday we have a birthday parties. I think it's either Friday or Saturday, and then maybe there's something on Saturday or Sunday that was going on that I was supposed to go to. It's either like the beginning of this week or else it was like next weekend, and I can't remember, but there were like 3 things that I knew were going on this week. I can't remember exactly what they are though. I know 2 of them and I can't remember 1, and now I'm thinking like, well, then it's gonna just like, something's gonna happen and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be there or doing something or going to something or like something, but I don't know because I can't remember what it was that I thought I had going on. I can't remember. I know Matthew had something going on yesterday on Sunday. And like I keep everybody else's like things that I know are going on in my head. My mom, I thought, was supposed to maybe see my aunt today or something like that, but then I don't remember. I know she saw a friend last weekend, and maybe I'm getting like stuff all jumbled up and confused, and then the stuff I had to get done last weekend too, or last week during the week, and so like I said, I can't remember exactly what it was that I have going on or what is going on that I'm trying to think of and remember. Okay guys, that's the problem too, is that I haven't been using my planner. If I was using my planner right now, I'd know what was going on and what I have written down. I'm trying to even think too, like, was there football something that was going on? Jack's on spring break right now. I think he has lifting on Mondays and Wednesdays, and he didn't go today. So I think they might be off for spring break, even though it's through the high school, which the high school doesn't follow the elementary schools and middle schools like spring break, because that's a separate district, because the high school is like filtered in from a few different middle schools that are in different districts as well. Like one of the elementary schools or middle schools might be on spring break like next week or last week or something like that, whereas like Jack's middle school's on spring break this week, so like the high school won't follow like one set of middle schools like spring break, so that they're off this week. I'm not sure, but he didn't go today, which is normally today or Mondays and Tuesdays or Mondays, Wednesdays that he goes. So I don't know, and I don't, like I said, I feel like it was either something like Monday, Tuesday, or else it was like next weekend that we had something going on. I cannot remember, guys, and it's really frustrating me because I'm like, whatever it is obviously going to pass, and I'm going to be like, shoot, I can't believe we forgot to do whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing. So yeah, guys, like I said, I know there are 2 things that I knew we had to get done. I really thought there was a third, because I was trying to schedule my week around like making sure I didn't do anything at the beginning of the week, and now I can't remember what it was at the end of the, like, or at the beginning of the week that I had going on, which is probably nothing, because there's nothing today that I was like, oh shoot, we had to go to that, or like somebody called or told me that I had something that I need to go to or do. I cannot remember, guys. It's driving me, like I said though, all weekend still it's been driving me nuts, because I was like, I know that what I have to get done and I can't remember now what it is. Like I said too, guys, I will remember things that, like, if my mom said like, oh, I'm going to go do this, or like I have to go here, I have to get this, or I have to go to this place, I'm meeting with this person, I have this appointment, blah blah blah, I remember. And sometimes I'll remind her like, didn't you have this going on, or don't you have that going on? Like, I'll remember it. So I feel like maybe it was something somebody else told me, it wasn't something I actually had to do, but like maybe my dad was like, oh, I have to go to this place, or I have to do this, or somebody, you know, was coming for this or that, or I have no clue. Like my mom was saying something that she has to go to. Maybe it wasn't me, but I'm just remembering what it was. And I feel like it was something, but maybe I'll ask her actually. That probably makes the most sense. Anyways though, guys, yeah, I am gonna, like I said, try and get to bed early tonight, take a shower, go to bed. I'll see you guys all on tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.